In a quaint village nestled at the foot of a lush green mountain, there lived an old woman named Yuki. Yuki was known for her wisdom, kindness, and the intricate tapestry she wove. Her small cottage was a place of warmth and stories, where villagers often gathered to hear her tales and seek her advice. Despite her humble existence, Yuki possessed something extraordinary, a precious stone that glimmered with an ethereal light, said to bring great fortune and happiness. One crisp autumn morning, Yuki set off on her daily walk to the river to collect water. As she made her way through the forest, she encountered a weary traveler named Kinta. His clothes were tattered, and his face bore the marks of hardship. Yuki, with her compassionate heart, invited Kinta to her home for rest and a warm meal. As they sat by the hearth, Kinta shared his story. He had traveled from a distant land, seeking a way to end the suffering and poverty that plagued his village. "I have heard of a precious stone," he said, "that has the power to bring prosperity. I have searched far and wide but have found nothing but despair." Yuki listened intently, her eyes reflecting the flickering flames of the fire. She knew the stone he spoke of was the very one she kept hidden in her home. It had been given to her by her mother, who had passed down the legend of its magical properties. Yuki had always kept it safe, believing its power should not be wielded lightly. The next morning, as Kinta prepared to continue his journey, Yuki handed him a small bundle wrapped in cloth. "Take this," she said. "It may not be what you seek, but it will provide you some comfort on your journey." Kinta thanked her, and with a grateful heart, he set off again. Little did he know, Yuki had placed the precious stone inside the bundle. She had decided that the stone's magic was meant to help others, not to be hoarded. As Kinta traveled, he noticed a change. The stone's light seemed to warm his spirit and guide his path. He encountered helpful strangers, found food and shelter without difficulty, and felt a renewed sense of hope. However, Kinta was unaware of the stone's true nature, attributing his good fortune to Yuki's kindness and his own perseverance. Meanwhile, back in the village, Yuki continued her simple life. She missed the stone's comforting glow but found solace in her decision. She knew Kinta's village needed the stone's magic more than she did. She hoped it would bring them the prosperity they so desperately needed. Months passed, and one day, a group of villagers arrived at Yuki's doorstep. They were from Kinta's village and had come to thank her. The stone had transformed their lives, bringing abundance and joy. Crops flourished, wells filled with fresh water, and the air buzzed with a renewed sense of community and happiness. They had traced the stone's origin back to Yuki, wanting to express their gratitude. Yuki welcomed them with open arms, her heart swelling with joy. She was glad the stone had brought such positive change. As they celebrated together, she shared stories and wisdom, enriching their spirits just as the stone had enriched their lives. Years later, Yuki passed away peacefully, surrounded by the village she had called home. Her legacy of kindness, wisdom, and the precious stone lived on. The stone was eventually returned to her village, becoming a symbol of the interconnectedness of all people and the power of selfless generosity. The story of Yuki and the precious stone became a legend, reminding everyone that true wealth lies not in what we possess, but in the kindness we share and the lives we touch.